real special this season. And right now we head down to the Admirals locker room. Speaking of special, the Admirals captain Kevin Gravel joins us now. Kevin, that's tough. I know nobody wants to end this way. It was a hell of a series. Congratulations on the season, but I know it probably rings a little bit hollow right now. How's the mood? How's the team?
Yeah, it's tough. This time of the year sucks. There's a lot of teary eyes in there. The guys just cared so much for each other. Been through a lot this year, a lot of change, a lot of ups and downs, and we grew really close as a group, and we went through a lot in this stretch too. So, it's really disappointing to see it come to an end. Yeah, I mean, the guys just loved each other in that room, and anytime that comes to an end and how sudden is it's always a tough pill to swallow.
It's tough. Free agency, contracts, all of these things, right? They come up, and as Carl mentioned earlier, this is the only time this team will be together. This is the last time this team will be together. You've been through this, obviously. It doesn't get any easier.
No, it doesn't get easier at all. You grow so close to these guys over the year or over the season, and spend so much time with them. You spend more time with these guys than you do your family on the road and at the rink all day long, and you get so close to them, and you love spending time with each other at the rink and away from the rink in the hotel at dinners, whatever it is. So you just want to see almost even more than yourself. You want to see these guys succeed, and you want these guys to all their hard work to pay off. So it stings. It's hard when it doesn't come to fruition, and we battled all year. Really, came together as a team and was just really, really a fun group to play with.
The composure you guys have showed all season long, but especially highlighted the last two games here, um, being down early in the game, both games, and coming back and getting the win on Friday, and having a lead here for a good chunk in this game. I mean, and staying in the game, believing with 30 seconds left, you guys are still going to win it. The composure is so special from this year's group.
Yeah, that's kind of been the story of our season. We hit a little rough patch there. I don't remember when, but earlier in the year, and we just kind of grew as a team and dug in and dug ourselves out of it. And really we're playing good hockey and we just grew so close to each other. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of what playoffs is. We go down the other night and dig ourselves out of it again and win a big game and have a chance to win tonight. So that's what's, disappointing is we felt we were right there. Like that's obviously a really good team over there in Texas. So really good team. Every year we have a great series with those guys, it seems like. So I think anyone could have won this series. Went their way today, and you got to give them credit for that. They
Do you
battled hard and they made some plays in the third period there. So
do you play the what if game? Can you allow yourself to do that, or do you got to move on?
I mean, I think everyone's going to be thinking about it for a while. It's something you chew on. I don't know if you really truly ever get over these losses. You work so hard to be in this position, so it's what you play for. It's why you play the game. You want to be in these moments. Game five, chance to go to the conference finals. Playing with, your brothers in there. So yeah, I don't think you really ever let those go. Guys will be chewing on it for a while. So that's what's the hardest thing is everyone cares so much for each other and everyone wanted to do so well for everyone else in that room. So it's tough. It's tough, and you just do what you can to grow from it, but it'll sting for a while here.
Well, for you, you mentioned there, I'll finish with this. What do you learn from this? You've been through this, unfortunately, a lot. That comes with experience. So how do you grow from each one of these?
I think you just learn, I mean, we were up 2-1 going into the third, and um, we kind of let them back into it a little bit. They obviously made a couple plays, but they had us on our heels a bit. So I think it's just, it doesn't matter how old you are. You always learn from these moments and, just things you can do differently and just try to keep your composure. It's 2-1. Obviously, you're in a good spot and, you just try to keep playing hockey. They made a push. They made a couple plays. So you just kind of learn from those moments and see what you can do to prevent those. I know I was out there for the tying goal. I'm not thrilled with the way I played that. So that's something I'll look back on and watch and try to learn from that. Just things like that, things you could have done differently, and it's tough. You don't ever want regrets when you're looking back at your season. So um, like I said, it's disappointing, and you got to give credit to those guys. They played a really good series. But guys are hurting right now.
Special group. Kevin, you're a special leader. Thanks so much for your time. Congratulations on the season. I know again it rings hollow right now, but thank you for everything, and we'll try again next year. Right? There's always next year.
Thanks, Simsy. I appreciate that.
Kevin Gravel, Admirals
Yeah, but
captain, joining
you
us.
guys kind of playing with your backs against the wall. The last series you played with backs against the wall. This series, what's it like being in that cumulative effect? Even in this game, you're behind again.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you want to play with the lead, but that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. That's what playoffs are about. It's not always going to be easy. There's what in this round there's 8 teams left, so there's nothing but good teams left. So they're going to make it hard on you. And I think that was kind of the story of our team all year was how well we handled those situations, those moments, whether it was down in a game or down in a series like we were a couple times here. We never quit, and I think that just shows how close we were as a group. No one wanted to pack it in on each other and be done playing with each other. So, I think it's a credit to the guys we have in the room to just kind of keep digging in and pushing back. It's certainly not easy. Like I say, we obviously would like to be up, in those moments, but we found our way out of it a lot of the times. Tonight obviously didn't go our way. Um, but yeah, I think it just shows the character of the guys we have in that room. Guys really wanted to win and play for each other and do well for each other. And just kind of sacrifice for each other.
Terms of that what if game. I know you can really do it for all 82 games before this, but Mark goes almost far down. Livingston had the window. That's slide tackle away. Are those the plays that are thorn in your side for the next 5 months still training? Yeah.
I think you can probably look at a lot of moments. Obviously, those happen in hockey games. You hit a crossbar, you hit a post. They made a good play on Livy by blocking their shot there, blocking his shot. So, like I said, you can look back at a lot of things. I'm sure certain guys will look back on different things throughout the game or things they wish they did better or did differently. That's just the nature of it. Especially when you lose, it obviously sticks out and stings a little bit more. So, um, I just can't speak to the group we have and how much everyone cared for each other. And, that's why it stings is guys just wanted to do so well for each other.
So you get to shave. That kind of bittersweet.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Still working on my playoff beard. It hasn't really fully come in yet. So 11 years into it, but, yeah, we'll look like a different group tomorrow. So that's obviously coming too soon for us. We'll gladly wear these on our face if that meant moving on. So, yeah, disappointing, like I said.